We're going to start with 3 potatoes. I'm going to cut them up, get them parboiled so that they'll be good fryers. So I'm just getting the pork chops to room temperature. I'm going to salt and pepper them. Got my kidney beans here. They're just canned kidney beans. That's all Mom served. I'm going to put some butter in there. I'm just putting these potatoes on. And we are almost ready. So we're getting our rendered fat heated up. Butter thrown into my beans. Mom did not cook with butter at all. She grew up on oleo or margarine. The child was born in the 30s, so the war was on when she was just a young one, and they didn't have butter. They had the Victory Garden, and they had chickens in their backyard, and I was in Chester, West Virginia. My parents worked at the pottery. Even though things were hard, life was still good. Potatoes. Potatoes are, there's nowhere near ready. Turn them up a bit. So here's something about these beans. These are beans just right out of a regular can, like Libby's or whatnot. And my mom she'd cook these or corn or peas, what seemed like hours. She just let them boil and boil and boil away. And it occurred to me when I started canning, she grew up in a generation where her mom canned, and of course, you know, you have to make sure that your canning is good just by boiling sufficiently in order to eat the canned goods. I think that's what she was doing, making sure that all the can wasn't going to, cause botulism. Now you can save your potato water. This is starch water. You can use this on your plants, not on them, but in when you're watering them. It's got lots of good nutrients for the plants. It acts like as a fertilizer, very good for them. And so I've been doing that the last couple of weeks, and we'll see if it's going to result in some good growth. I've got some apple seedlings, and we'll see. Just checking in on things here. Oh, a little bit of moisture on my flipper. Potatoes are just about ready to take up. I'm just going to put them into the colander with a paper towel in there to catch the grease. I'll put them back to get hot with the pork chops once I've got the pork cooked and before I make the gravy. I'm going to try to make skillet gravy. I took a little bit of that oil out because we're going to make that gravy, and I want the pan dripping to be from the pork. So I'm just salting it, and I don't think I can pepper it with one hand, so I'll have to do that. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I want to make sure that I sear both sides, and then I'm going to just, oh yeah, look at that. Oops. Yeah, that's very nicely seared. It's looking really good. It's got a few more minutes to cook. You've got to be careful with pork. I'm sure everybody knows that. You do not want pork that still is running red with the juices. You can get some parasites from that, which are not good for you. So I'm going to leave these on until we are sure that there's no more blood in the meat, but that we just have a nice clear juice that runs from the meat. Just heating up those potatoes. Country style. Just doing a final crisp up here. I'm going to take these off, leave them where they can stay warm. Same thing with the potatoes. Final crisp. Turn that up a bit. Don't want to leave them in here too long, just enough to crisp them up.